worked.
We stole the Kirpi.
We walked around the positions and tree lines here with hubby and found this kind of armored vehicle. This seems to be a Turkish Kirpi, and there's a key in it and no one else around. So our task is to see if we can steal it. Watch this video to find out. But first, we'll probably do a review and
show you
inside, the interior, the exterior, everything. Hobby has driven it a little before, he knows a bit about it, so he'll tell us about it now.
By the way, it starts with this kind of key.
Yeah, this key is kind of sketchy. Okay, well, let's take a look at the exterior now.
Actually, I have the right to say this phrase, you know. When I served in the Marine Corps, I have that right. That's how it turned out. So, when I served in the Marine Corps, our main vehicle for transportation was the Kirpi. What makes this vehicle famous and why is it loved and respected? In its class, it's the most protected armored vehicle. This vehicle is designed to transport personnel to the front line and evacuate them back. This vehicle can withstand a detonation from an anti-tank mine without causing any harm to the health or lives of the crew. This vehicle has the most protected armor in its class. It can withstand an RPG hit even to the windshield. Our drivers, people you can trust, witnessed an RPG-7 hitting the windshield without damaging it. A bubble would form inside the vehicle and the entire crew remained unharmed. This vehicle was either gifted or sold to us, I'm not sure exactly, by our Turkish brothers. Greetings to the Turks. And it has earned a very good reputation among the Marines and the ground forces in general. The wheels of this vehicle can withstand bullet hits. It can, as I already mentioned, survive a mine explosion, and it is able to keep moving on 3 wheels. The wheels use run-flat technology, like with BMWs. BMW enthusiasts will get it. Here it's run-flat, there's another rim inside, and it can keep moving at a speed of 50 km per hour for a long time. That's when the inflation system and everything else stop working. This vehicle, again, why do people love it?
Speak.
Yes, it's got armor all over, double-spaced armor, plus a sign of the times, a sort of Donbass trend. It appeared here when FPV attacks became massive, so they started making these special nets. In general, you can also put active armor on the Kirpi, like on tanks, and it will, well, I don't know, the protection will be almost like a tank. So this is a very respectable vehicle. Infantrymen love it the most because the personnel inside this vehicle are relatively comfortable, well, compared to other military vehicles. It has a powerful climate control system, and the air conditioner here is very good. I remember the time when we moved in it during the summer heat, and inside I can tell you it was very comfortable. Operator Andriy is in this Kirpi now. He took the place of the machine gunner. There's a hatch above him. Yes, there's a protected turret there where you can mount a machine gun or an automatic grenade launcher. Ours had machine guns. This is the climate control. It's a 4-zone climate control system. I was already talking with those kinds of phrases like a car dealer. You know how it is?
If you compare this to a BMP or a BTR, this is pure comfort. Plus, it's some kind of Mercedes here.
You guys are awesome. Soviet equipment in general, it's not even close. As my instructor told me, Soviet equipment was made that way. Not for vertebrates, but for big jellyfish. I mean, to get in there, you have to be really flexible. In the Kirpi,
I counted 13 people, including the driver.
That's 2 full infantry squads. Places for weapons, this is where the rifles go. They get secured here. The seats are suspended. These are anti-mine seats. So at the moment of an explosion, there are no spinal fractures, so the crew endures the explosion comfortably with a smile. This is important. Cameras are installed inside. Everything is displayed to the driver, so the driver fully controls the situation inside the cabin. He sees what is happening. An automatic fire extinguishing system is installed here. These are the sensors. If the temperature is very high, it sprays automatically. And it is able to extinguish the fire by itself. Well, the Kirpi was already being designed at a time when infantrymen started actively using body armor and tactical vests. That is, when an infantryman became big, bulky, with a lot of gear on him. It's comfortable for him. You know what we have here? We have leather, we have an automatic transmission, we have all-wheel drive, we have run-flat tires. So by BMW standards, this is a good M-Class. Music plays.
So look, here we are sitting together.
And by the way, we're not exactly slim men in real life.
And it's actually comfortable. It reminds me of some kind of spaceship, like in Star Wars. Like when they landed that landing party. Exactly, just like that.
When they fought the bugs, right? Yes.
And like this. And the seats are very comfortable.
Very soft suspension. By the way, it reaches a speed of 120 to 130 km/h on the highway. It drives easily, despite the fact that its weight is about 18 tons. Well, depending on the configuration, it's about 18 tons for comparison. The Soviet BMP-1, if I'm not mistaken, weighs around 14 tons. It's lighter. So this is a Kirpi.
And its fuel consumption is 36 to 40 liters per 100 kilometers if it's driving on the highway. And up to 50 liters is the maximum if it's driving on a dirt road or in terrain like this. But it's so heavy that deep mud and slush are a bad idea. It's better not to drive it because it's very heavy. Now, if it's dried up here, I might be wrong, but it drives really well. But if there's any stickiness, it can get stuck.
It has 2 axles, and the large weight is distributed only on those 2 axles. Well, the Turks fought on it. Where did they fight? They were chasing the Kurds somewhere in Syria, so it's sandy there.
They definitely didn't drive it there.
Something's flying, excuse me.
Let's head into the tree line. There's some kind of FPV drone here. Not sure. Maybe our guys are training. But, well, I don't know. Only something with fiber optics could reach here.
They say in the army it's better to be safe than sorry.
Than to be careless. Well, our instincts didn't show anything. Apparently the frequencies there are such that it didn't, well, it flew off somewhere.
It's just that Andriy, he likes to film his stories close to the front line and sometimes right on the line of contact. That's his signature style. I don't know why I still agree to all this, but...
Why aren't you telling how the guys in Kursk used this vehicle in Kursk?
I was no longer with the 36th Brigade in Kursk. Like you, I was now in the 93rd handling tasks near Podklishchivka. But the guys who worked in it in the Kursk region say that this very Kirpi withstood 4 hits from FPV drones with anti-tank grenades. That's a very high survivability rate. That's really impressive. So again, if you compare it to Soviet equipment, nothing else even comes close. Quiet.
That's it. It's gone. Let's continue our review of the Turkish Kirpi armored vehicle. We have an automatic transmission. As we said, it's a diesel.
American diesel Cummins. Communist Cummins, I don't know the exact name unfortunately. Allison automatic transmission, so it's still luxury. Luxury segment, yes.
And the engine. I'm showing you now. We opened it, connected the battery. That engine is very small. And there aren't all those wires like when you open some car and it's crammed full. Here it's all simple. Battery, engine, and that's it.
Exactly how military equipment should be.
Thank you. Yes, before we go, we need to close the back door. There's a button. One is up, the other is close.
I've actually heard it called a ramp.
Closed. Now I'll show you a bit of what we've managed to figure out. So here we select what type of road we're going to drive on. Well, here it's automatic. It's set to automatic. It also selects automatically. Next we have an automatic transmission. You see it's controlled with a button. Neutral, drive, and reverse R. This is our rear view camera. Next, here we have this ignition key. Then here are the lights. Here are these buttons. The front panel is very simple. It shows the speed. Here it shows how much fuel we have. Here you go, thank you. And the bars, what do we have here? Pressure.
Pressure.
Tire pressure, and not just in the tires. Everything here runs on pneumatics. And here, well, here, obviously. For example, the turtle. That's our all-wheel drive. How it turns on. It's like this. The button goes here, the safety catch, and like this, click, click, and back like this, snap, snap. Well, those who have driven it say that the climate control here is really great, yeah.
The climate control here is top notch. Again, if we compare it to German car manufacturing, this is like a Mercedes.
By the way,
The electronics here, by the way, it's basically Mercedes. The radio is Harris. For those who know, that's like Motorola times 5. The engine is Cummins. So, well, this is luxury. This is the full package.
we're gonna do it so that, as they say, we can steal the Kirpi. Let's see, well, as they say, it's automatic. You just press the brake.
Часики.
The clock.
This is the alarm, and
Да.
why is that? Yes, that's how the alarm beeps. It's so that we don't start moving until the system has the required air pressure.
By the way, I want to say that, as you can see, there is no lever near the steering wheel here.
On the right, just like in a regular car, all the buttons are here. As I said, lights and so on. Here they are on the panel, these ones on the right. But here there is nothing like that. Yes, and for that, exactly show us, Habi. For us to start moving, the most important thing is to release the handbrake. Yes.
It's preferable to do that.
Yes, because you pull it towards yourself and click, that's it, the handbrake is released. But can we drive?
Yes, it will go now.
It will go now. Well, let's do it. Yes, our foot is on the brakes, we press drive. Here's the drive button. Oh! It turned off, right? Yes, well now the women are standing. But it worked. We stole the Kirpi. What is it? Not that way, not that way. There, the other way.
How will it go over the barbed wire?
Yes, to the side. He's on the barbed wire. Well, we need deltamines.
If we bring it to our unit, maybe they'll give some kind of bonus.
Are you sure they'll give it?
No, they'll give something. I don't know what.
It's the army. They'll definitely give something.
They'll give something for betrayal. Bitch, seriously. It's very easy to control. At your team's command. Well, among Turkic peoples, there's a tradition of stealing. Brides. Well, we stole Kirpi. It's a Turkish armored vehicle. For those who don't know, we've already delivered it to our base.
I want to say thank you to our ancestors, and especially to Roxolana, for being taken by the right men. If she had been taken by the Muscovites, I think her life would have been worse. And so, who knows, maybe it's the descendants, the children of the descendants, who are giving us this kind of equipment today, and God bless them. Thank you, we are Turks. And also in Turkish, I know the word machine and also çok güzel, which means very good.
Çok güzel, çok güzel, çok güzel. Well, we will continue to defend our country. We will definitely win, because we are invincible. Glory to Ukraine, glory to the armed forces of Ukraine, glory to the volunteers, and Putin is a jerk.